There are different types of tests to measure cardiorespiratory capacity, which are divided into maximum and submaximum aerobics. Among the maximums we can find. In the continuous test of exhaustion, there are 12 tests. These are some. Yo-yo resistance test, where the user must move from a point A to point B each time a beat sounds, which will start to sound faster each time level gradually increase. This test required a flat non-slip surface, making constant measure audio player and recorded audio. This test is suitable for sports teams and school groups suitable for maximum exercise. Required a good level of fitness and is not recommended for individuals with low level of physical condition. When a person is out participate and constant motivation can be discouraging, and the advantage is that can be done for a minimal cost. Bruce Protocol Stress Test was developed as a clinical trial to evaluate patients with suspected coronary heart disease and can also be used to evaluate cardiovascular fitness. For its realization, requires thermal spot wash, an electrocardiographic machine, ECG of 12i, LEDs, and wires at tape clips. The target population and parents with suspected coronary heart diseases and athletes in sport in which endurance is an important component. A reasonable level of fitness is required to perform or win. Its advantage is that you can measure the maximum heart rate, and disadvantage is that it takes a lot of time and money to perform it in addition to some specialists to analyze the results.
Within the intermittent test, there are 10 tests from which we can observe. The excursion test of interval training consists of athletes running for 30 seconds intercepts with 15 seconds of walking for the purpose of evaluating recovery capacity and repeating intermittent activity. For each relation must be in a flat area where they are made 20 meters long, an audio recording of the test and counts markers. The test was developed for team players and sports players with intermittent nature. This test is low cost but not commonly used as it's difficult to find normative values and the recording is difficult to find. In the test of walking or running, there are 22 of them of which we can observe. Rock Park Walk Test is an aerobic test for individuals of low levels of physical condition. For its relation is required a stopwatch, a smooth track of 1 mile, paper and pencil, hair rate monitor, a body weight scale. This test is suitable for both men and women with poor physical condition and is suitable for people of all age, from very young to old. Requires minimal cost, and one of its disadvantages is that it's too easy for people who in who's shape. So in the test sport of a specific group, we can find 21 tests. This test of intermittent transfer of water polo is designed to imitate the demands of water polo sport. It evaluates a player's ability to perform high-intensity repetitive efforts interspersed with short periods of active recovery. For each relation requires a swimming pool with ropes railed 7.5 meters away. CD test. CD player. This test is performed for competitive water polo players, whether male or female, from school, club, and international level. Has a good advantage, which allows to evaluate the aerobic fitness of whole team, and this bench is that the levels of practice and motivation can influence the score achieved, and the score can be subjective. This test is based on the JoJo Level 1 Intermittent Recovery Test Protocol. It's an economic test.
Submaximus cycle ergonomics test is a submaximus cycle ergonomics aerobic fitness test depending on the subject's heart rate response to several at submaximal workload. It can be predicted with workload VO2 max would have been reached if it continued to its maximum heart rate. The equipment to perform this test consists of cycloren or clock or stopwatch, heart rate monitor, ECG, a monitor optional, metronome for pedaling cadence. Its advantage is that it's a simple test to administer and reasonably accurate. Is decided that the test correct can be influenced by the variability in the maximum heart rate in the individual. Science is it is at the mostly for cyclists trained with good physical condition. These tests required a high cost to perform is for the implements that are requisite.
The staggered test consists of 9 such tests. First, the Harvard Pass test is an aerobic fitness test which consists of raising and lowering a platform. Requires a equipment of step or platform of 15-inch with 18 centimeters high chronometer, metrometer, and cadence tape. Its advantages at it requires minimal cost and little equipment and use is self-supplying. A disadvantage, biomechanical characteristics vary among individuals, such that people have a greater advantage by climbing easier and spending less energy, and weather is also factor. The comparison to determine the cardiorespiratory capacity with the test maximums and submaximum, it can be seen and there are several similarities and differences. In the submaximal tests, there are some with higher costs to perform them. The implements used are the same in many to measure some variables. The population with which they works are varied for both. In both the individual must be informed to evaluate the pressure with which he will submit so that he is consciously prepared to perform these tests. Both have advantages and disadvantages which are similar and they depend on the physical capacity of the individual and their biomechanical characteristics and are mostly intended for a specific type of population.